Hey there guys, this is Elfan about, and in this video I'm giving you an in-depth review of Samsung Galaxy Core Prime. So I have been using this device for the 45 days and along with the Micromax Canvas UAQ 5000, and I think this is much of days of usage is enough to give a perfect and in-depth review on this device. So let us first start with the price and specification. The price is to the higher end. They should have priced the smartphone a little less given the specification of the smartphones, but a lot of people tend to buy smartphones from brands that are big, so they have added the brand value to the price, but it's not an iPhone or Apple that they can keep higher prices for their smartphones. But still a lot of people prefer to buy it, and they buy it blindly without seeing how much better the performance is, how much reliable the smartphone can be. So in this case, for me the price is a little higher for the specification, and that's it. In terms of design and look, it is a 4.5-inch device, and the thickness is general, so it is not too thick or too thin, and it is neither too large of a smartphone. The bezels are also normal, so there is no problem in the bezels, as well as far as weight is concerned. The weight is also not that much. In fact, it is lighter than the Motorola Moto E 2nd generation. So this smartphone is okay overall in terms of display and look, but it is the same general Samsung look that it has on this device, and the plastic, it has plastic body just like other Samsung smartphones. So it looks like the way S3 used to look like. So for me, every Samsung smartphones that looks same except for the Note series and then the E series that they have introduced recently. All these smartphones look same. And now let us move to the performance. Performance was not that good on this smartphone. I was a little bit turned off because of the way it was performing. It takes its own time, and I'll tell that time taking prospect of this smartphone when I'm talking about the gaming, and then at the time when I talk about the camera, I'll talk about that. So now in this case, the performance can be said to be okay, but is lesser than the other smartphones that are at this price point. So this is just my personal opinion, personal thought, that the performance could have been better than this. But anyways, the performance will not disappoint if your usage is general. If usage is really general, and you don't do much exploitation like continuous blasting of applications and too many junk applications kept in one place, until then this smartphone will not give you problem at all. Now let's talk about the display. The display is very general too. It is not a HD display. Most smartphone companies now going for the HD display. They're providing HD display at this price point, but the Samsung Galaxy Core Prime does not have HD display. Even though it does not have HD display, the display is good. In fact, it is the best, because you can see all the clarity or everything at all is visible on this display of the Samsung Galaxy Core Prime. Now let's talk about the gaming. Just like the gaming on Micromax Canvas UAQ 5000, the gaming on the Samsung Galaxy Core Prime is also not a big deal, which means that it is general. You can install, play casual games or even big games, but it is not a gaming device at all. It cannot even be a gaming device, because at one point or another point I have seen this device getting stuck while playing, and that's biggest turn off for the gamers. Now let's move to the battery department. It's average. In fact, it is more than average. Many smartphones drain their battery, and that is a bad thing for them. But for this smartphone, no, you do not have any draining issues. Your battery will last you for a longer period of time. You don't have to recharge it in the midday. Now let's move to the camera department. The camera on the rear is 5 megapixel with a LED flash, and on the front it has a 2 megapixel camera. On the rear it takes HD videos. It is great because the video quality is also average. It is not to the higher end or not to the lower end. But the front camera's video quality is very low. It is just like a VGA camera. That is very bad thing. I think they have hurried the smartphone, and the front camera is not that good. Now let's talk about the audio on the smartphone. It is a Samsung smartphone and it is a big brand, and so the audio is never a problem for the smartphone. You can listen to the audio of music by using the speakers on the smartphone. You can listen to the music and it will not feel as if you are listening from a smartphone. It will just be normal, but you will know where the source is or what the source is, because still it looks like smartphones speakers, but the speakers are really good and okay for general purpose usage, and the general purpose usage will always be listening to the music loud. So this smartphone does that work. You don't have to put another Bluetooth speaker on or anything like that on this smartphone. Now let's move to the Wi-Fi and connectivity. No problem at all. I can just say no problem at all. This saved my ass when Micromax Canvas Hue AQ5000 gave me problems. So there is no problem at all in the Wi-Fi and connectivity like it is there on the Micromax Canvas Hue AQ5000. So now let's move to the next thing, and that's the touch. Here comes the problem. It has bad touch quality. And I'm also going to cover the call quality here. Whenever I used to receive a call and I wanted to receive the call, the touch did not want to respond at all. Once you swipe that lock to pick the phone up, but it won't work. It happened twice or thrice, at least once in a day it will definitely happen to you, or not, if not twice in a day. This is bad. This should not have been the case. It should have been a good smartphone where you could really just touch the smartphone and calls get received or not. So when there is also one story when I was using this device, I received a call, and that call was urgent. I tried to receive it, but the touch was not functioning. The call was not getting received, and this was a great problem, because the reason for buying a phone is that we can receive or send our calls. So that is not there in this. That is there, but that is not that with the highest quality, and that is the reason that I might even sell this device and buy something else that has the capacity to do that. Now I will also like to talk about the camera once more. The camera is slow, and the performance is also slow, because I tried to click picture. When I tried to click picture, it took about 2 to 3 seconds to save and capture the image, while the other smartphones that I had in my hand, that is Micromax Canvas Hue AQ5000 and Motorola Moto E and the various other smartphones from Samsung and Lenovo, they all performed faster while taking photos, except for this smartphone. It takes time for the smartphone to take images. So this is it, guys. This was an in-depth review of Samsung Galaxy Core Prime. We'll meet next time with another video. Until then, have a good time. Thanks for watching.